The space between Mars and Jupiter isn't empty. It's filled with millions of rocky objects of various sizes, ranging from small tiny pebbles to large chunks that are hundreds of kilometers wide. This is what we call as the asteroid belt. Now these asteroids are like leftover building blocks of the solar system, which didn't get a chance to form into planets. Now the largest planet of our solar system is the Jupiter, and Jupiter's strong gravity helps all these rocks clump together in one space, thus forming the asteroid belt, as if it is a huge cosmic traffic jam which is going around the sun. The asteroid belt helps the scientists study about how did the solar system form, yet it's far away, but it helps us understand how everything began in our universe.
I grew up watching my parents building a good institution right from scratch, and what all it requires to build an institution, the undue attention, the dedication, the commitment, and more importantly the discipline. And among all, if I talk about much more important thing, what I observed in them is the true passion for the well-being and growth of the students. That's what is required, and that actually is the driving force for me, and I follow the same philosophy as the director of this school. The meaning of the name Stork, that means rebirth of all skills or rebirth of diverse skills. Here when I speak about diverse skills, holistic and all, always it's seen like apart from academic program, like say visual arts or performing arts, music, dance, theatre, or maybe the sports. But it goes much deeper than that. Say thinking skills, research skills, communication skills, social skills, and being more principled in addition to all the 21st century skills is what we meant as a holistic school here. Right from the early years, children have the natural curiosity to learn, to observe. So in the early years, we nurture it by taking it forward by the play-based approach, and as they progress, in the primary years, we go with the transdisciplinary approach and more of experiential learning.
Children are natural explorers driven by curiosity to understand the world. We understand that the child's first strategy for learning is through imitation, which is why role play is a very important part of our day, which helps the learners for their social and emotional growth. So in our earliest program, play-based learning is central. After their earliest program, they should be ready to transit to primary years. It is very important for them to develop the foundational skills. Apart from that, language is a very important aspect for them. Comprehensive reading program in the school helps the learners in developing their listening, speaking and reading skills. Through different activities in sensory play, they learn to share with one another, they learn to create, connect, disassemble, assemble things. It engages multiple senses and children develop their fine motor skills and gross motor skills.
Science is an art of discovery or invention, and art is a science of creation. In nature, if you observe, both streams are naturally integrated. As teachers, we always show such integrations to the students so that learning becomes more vibrant and interesting. It's like sound is the topic, as I said. It can be understood or learned through the channel of physics or through the channel of music simultaneously.
Art integration has helped us when we're trying to learn new topics, when we want to further understand some topics. An example of art integration could be when we're learning about wavelengths and physics and frequency. So we use frequencies in music, in notes. I think art integration teaches us a very valuable skill of making connections. So we can use this skill in real life, like making connections with our work or school or family, personal life, and it teaches us how to balance and further understand these topics.
So we start from sharing such intersection with the students, and then with the help of practical experiment, we go ahead with this integration and understanding.
Inquiry-based learning is the heart of IB curriculum. We encourage our kids to ask questions, explore ideas, and come up with their own solutions through their own ways. There are ample of opportunities for the kids, to come up and showcase their talent and their skills. So we do have strategies where they have to think, they have to share their views. The major focus is on student agency, where they have the ownership of taking decisions and action. So we are trying to make environment where it's more of creativity and life skill.
Keeping in mind they are the fresh minds, we are giving real world challenges wherein they come up with much more solutions in solving them.
Inquiry-based learning is where you explore, research, and collaborate with friends. When we explore new concepts, we get together and have discussions. We research, explore, and we find problems and create new solutions. Later, we reflect by asking ourselves questions like, what did we do well, what can we do better, what we learned and how we learned it, and come prepared tomorrow by being a better learner with more confidence.
So as a future school, we adapt the new technologies as quicker as possible, upgrade our infrastructure, upgrade our curricular to the new requirements by providing futuristic subjects, say it artificial intelligence, design thinking and many more as and when the need comes.
Technology cannot be kept away from education. It needs to be part and parcel of our daily curriculum that is being followed in the school. Technology is extensively used, be it IB, be it CI or be it CBSE. The common spaces like tinkering lab and maker space, physics labs, math labs, all the labs, these are the common spaces where our children come and explore these places to create learning experiences for them. Here I would also like to add that while using these digital tools, our teachers are also upgrading their technical skills, which are helping them to stay much ahead of their peers across the world.
When the children are on an educational journey, academics is not only an extremely important component, but it is also an overall holistic development that's extremely important for all the students. Now, when we are talking about skills development through passion projects or community service, there are a range of skills that the students keep developing. When students are embarking on a passion project, they set goals for themselves, they make really bold decisions, and very importantly, they find a voice of their own in a world that can often come across as extremely overpowering, and it can come across as challenging. I have a couple of children who are really interested in fashion designing. Now through fashion designing, they build really beautiful sketches and they have these really beautiful outfits that they've created, and that's what we've used during our events like Sangam.
My passion project began with my deep love for art, but soon it turned into something way bigger, giving back to my community. My school has helped me turn my ideas into action. And when coming to the skills I've developed throughout this project, I'd like to say that first and foremost, I have mastered the challenging art of time management, balancing my tasks with deadlines. My critical thinking, problem solving, and communication skills were also significantly enhanced.
Our annual planner focuses a lot on disciplinary learning. So we have events and programs which are related to subjects. Like we have Abhyantriks, which is completely STEM oriented. It drives science, technology, engineering and mathematics. We have programs which are like International Week, which focuses on different cultures, because we wanted to bring that in a place like this. We have Literacy Week, which focuses on being multilingual. Then we have programs like Sangam. Sangam is like the confluence of culture. We have integration of art, music, drama, dance. So all these programs to a large extent provide a platform to our children to showcase their talents. It has to do with academics and it has to do with non-academic or the co-curricular or the extracurricular, as you call it, in the complete education sections. We also have something called an academic fest, where we ask the parents to evaluate or assess the children in front of the teacher, so they are actively engaged in the child's learning.
Overall, Sangam was just another way for me to understand the importance of visual and performing arts and how difficult it is to put out a perfect show. And I just think this experience has taught me a lot.
Tyokai exhibition is a platform where students exhibit their ideologies. Tyokai has helped me in a lot of ways, in which one way is Tyokai has helped me how to approach various problems and tackle the issue by considering people from different ethnicities, age groups, genders, etc.
As a human beings, like whatever the future look like, the sports, the arts, the basics of learning always stay back. So that's where we wanted to maintain a fine balance by delivering what a person needs and prioritizing on more than what they are learning to how they are learning.
Physical and mental well-being is extremely important. Our sports program and infra for sports supports all kind of physical learning. So may it be tennis, cricket, football, basketball, yoga. Our children are practicing, competing and playing.
And there's another event at our school known as Udan. It is the biggest sports event at our school, and the anticipation, excitement and sheer joy of the students is immaculate. This event is an inter-house competition featuring our 4 houses: Falcons, Flamingos, Eagles and Nightingales. where they all battle for a single goal, which is winning Udan. And of course, for gaining points and glory. During this event, everyone learns how to work together as a team and how to become a better version of yourselves.
Grade 11th and 12th goes in a blink, but in this tenure, all the students go through immense pressure and maximum emotional distress. We at our school start career counseling early from grade 9 itself. At grade 9th and 10th, our students, they get exposure with different tools such as psychometric evaluations, one-on-one personal counseling where students and parents together sit with the counselors. With the help of all this, we come to a stage where we structure their passion to informed decision-making choices. Therefore, it is very necessary that as a school, we are able to give them the exact environment where they get the practice so that when they are doing the real test, they do not have anxiety. They know what they need to do, but with informed decision making. That's how we at school try to bridge the gap or the choices of passion and what is needed in this ever evolving landscape.
As a school, it's very important for us to not only prepare them for the jobs that don't even exist now, but also prepare our learners for their brighter future. More importantly, we highly prioritize on imbibing principles and values that make them a better human being. Thereby, they can create a better world for tomorrow.